A vampire walks into a bar and he orders a cup of hot water. Bartender asks, "I thought you guys only drank blood." The vampire pulls out a used tampon and says, "Yeah, I'm making tea. You know, I got a lot of respect for trans women. That surgery takes balls. If money is the root of all evil, why do they always ask for it at church? If I had $1 for every gender there is, I'd have exactly $2 and a whole bunch of counterfeits. I got a confession to tell you, babe. I used to be a Christian. That don't bother me none, babe. Awesome! I much prefer being a Christine anyway. Hold up. What's the hardest part about making skimmed milk? Throwing the cow across the lake. What do hospital gowns and insurance have in common? You think you're covered, but you're not. I asked my doctor what I should do about my very poor memory. He said, "Forget about it," and walks into a Barnes & Noble bookstore and he asks the clerk if they have the new Donald Trump book on how to deport illegals from the country. She says, "Get the hell out and never come back." I said, "Yeah, that's the one. Do you have it in paperback?" I'm 55 years old this month and I still don't need glasses. I drink straight out of the bottle. Two tall trees, a birch and a beech, are growing in the woods. A small tree begins to grow in between them, and the beech says to the birch, "Is that a son of a beech or a son of a birch?" The birch says he can't tell, but just then a woodpecker lands on the sapling, and the birch says, "Hey, Mr. Woodpecker, you're a tree expert. Can you tell if that small tree is a son of a beech or a son of a birch?" The woodpecker takes a taste of the small tree and replies, "It is neither a son of a beech nor a son of a birch. It is, however, the best piece of ash I have ever poked my pecker into." The only way to get AIDS from a toilet seat is by sitting down before the last guy gets up. My account got hacked, so if you get a DM from me about meat, don't click on it. It's spam. Any girl can be a squirter if you hit the right artery. Why do Indians hate snow? Because it's white and settles on their land. If you're fat and transgender, then would you be considered trans fat? A married man keeps telling his wife, "Honey, you have such a beautiful butt." And every person in town agrees that she does have a very beautiful butt. The man's birthday is coming up, so she decides to take a trip to the tattoo parlor and get the words "beautiful butt" tattooed across her butt. She walks in and tells the tattoo artist her husband and the entire town think she has a beautiful butt. He takes a look and he says, "Yep, you sure do have a beautiful butt." She then tells the artist that she wants "beautiful butt" tattooed across her ass. The man tells her, "I really don't think that I can fit that on your ass. It takes up way too much space. But I'll tell you what, I will tattoo the letter B and B on each cheek, and that can stand for beautiful butt." She agrees and they get it done. On the man's birthday, she hears him come home and is only wearing a robe. She stands at the top of the stairs as he opens the door and she says, "Look, honey," and takes off the robe, bends over, and the man yells, "Who the heck is Bob?" On the inside of a fire hydrant, you'll find H2O. But what's on the outside? K9P. A new drug has been developed for lesbians with depression. It's called Tricoxagen. I went up to my mom and asked how humanity started, and she said it started with monkeys. So I went up to my dad and asked him, and he said it all started with Adam and Eve. So I told my dad that my mom said humanity started with monkeys. And he says, "Oh, Mom was just telling her side of the story. Laughing is the best medicine. But if you're laughing for no reason, you probably need medicine." Good sex is essential for a happy marriage. But a marriage isn't essential for good sex. I feel that doctors gotta do better. Every time I go to see the doctor, they always ask, "How are you today?" "Buddy, if I was good, I wouldn't be here." Nurse, "Wow, what happened to your fingers?" Me, "You know those chefs who can chop things up really fast?" Nurse, "Yes." Me, Well, I can't do that. I got a sweater on my birthday. I would have much preferred a moaner or a screamer, though. A lady decided to give herself a big treat for her 50th birthday by staying overnight in a really nice, luxurious, fancy schmancy hotel downtown. The following morning, she was appalled when the desk clerk gave her a bill for $250. She requested to know why the charge was so high. It's a nice hotel and all, but the rooms certainly aren't worth $250 for just an overnight stay. I didn't even have breakfast, she told the clerk. The clerk clarified that $250 is the standard rate. At that point, the lady insisted on talking with the manager. The manager showed up and explained that the hotel has an Olympic-sized pool and a huge conference center which are available for use. But I didn't use them, the woman said. Well, they are here and you could have, he replied. The manager proceeded with, we have the best entertainers the world over performing here. But I didn't go to any of the shows, she says. The manager replied, well, we have them and you could have. Regardless of what facility he recommended, the lady would just answer, but I didn't use it. After several minutes of contending with the manager, the 50-year-old lady chose to pay. The manager was taken aback and a bit shocked when she gave him the check. But madam, this check is for only $50. That's right, she says. I charged you $200 for sleeping with me, the lady replied. But I didn't, the manager stated. Well, too bad. I was here, and you could have. For my upcoming birthday, my wife suggested I get myself one of those high-performance penis enlargers. So I did. She's 22, and her name's Candy.